So I'm looking. It looked like Ben Simmons. He met up with the owners over the weekend. The GM, Daryl Morey, Doc Rivers. He met up with the popcorn makers. Everybody. He met up with everybody in Philly to let them know that he no longer wants to be a part of the 76ers, and he's not coming to training camp September 28th.
Yep.
Kind of predictable. We already know the vibes, but it's out there now. What you think about it, Jay?
Uh, I mean, with the way that they kind of had treated him after the playoffs, I mean, we knew it was coming. Oh, Tyrese Maxey's also being added in that deal because he's a rich Paul.
I can't hear you.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
I couldn't hear you at first.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
All right, I tried using headphones, it ain't working. So, um, Tyrese Maxey's going to be adding in whatever deal for Ben Simmons because he's also a Rich Paul client too, and he wants him out of Philly too.
Ben Simmons still got 4 years, $177 million left on his contract. Like, where's he going to go?
Okay, so the three teams he mentioned were the Warriors, the Clippers, and he mentioned the Lakers, but he's not going to the Lakers. He got a better chance going to the Clippers.
Well, imagine Ben Simmons playing with Kawhi and Paul George. Is that the missing piece?
It could be.
No way. That to me, that doesn't even make them the best team in LA. That still doesn't move the needle when it comes to that.
Well, yeah, but him going to the Warriors really doesn't make sense either.
You don't think so?
It all depends. What are we expecting out of him?
Well, that's
It,
true.
See, if he goes to the Warriors, okay, Steph at the one, Clay at the two. You could play him at the three, possibly. No, he could possibly play the four. Actually, you got Andrew Wiggins at the three, Draymond at the five.
No, 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 no. This is Golden State's opportunity to get rid of Draymond. This
They're
is
not
their.
getting
This
rid
is
of
what
Draymond.
they. You see how watch this. I'm telling you, as disrespectful as Draymond was in that Chips interview with Kevin Durant, it is only a matter of time before his time is up. Now, of course, that would make Steph Curry furious because that breaks up that core. But they just
Exactly.
paid Steph big money. Steph is locked in. Steph ain't going nowhere, so they don't care how bad Steph Curry gets upset. He's not going anywhere. He's locked in. This is a perfect opportunity for them to get rid of Draymond. Like since they lost Kevin Durant because of this young man, so it's only a matter of
No,
time
no,
to
no,
me.
no, no, no. They didn't lose him because of Kevin Durant. Because they talked about that in the interview too. They didn't like the way that management handled that situation.
But I'm saying the situation stemmed from the
Just not that.
behavior of Draymond.
Well,
That,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like Draymond was the reason that whole thing even happened with him and Kevin Durant. Like he's a ticking time bomb, and bringing Ben Simmons in to play with Steph and Clay at the expense of getting rid of Draymond to me is perfect for Golden State.
Okay, but money wise, how does that work? Because Ben Simmons got that big contract. Who else is the Warriors giving up with who along with Draymond to make that work?
Well, Wiseman is still under a rookie contract, right?
That could work. That could work.
Andrew Wiggins, you have to give up Wiggins.
Yeah.
You'll have to give up Wiggins, and Wiggins has actually made a name for himself because him and Steph last year scored more points than any duo in the NBA, I believe, last year. That's kind of crazy. Andrew
Yeah, that
Wiggins and
is.
Steph.
That is because they were saying Andrew Wiggins wasn't it. That's why the Timberwolves was ready to get rid of him.
Who's the other team you mentioned?
I mentioned the
The
Clippers, the
Clippers.
Warriors. I forgot what the third team is. Hold on. I'm gonna find
He's
out.
not going to the purple and gold.
Yeah, the Lakers. The Lakers was the third team, but we know that's
He's
not happening.
That's not happening. That's definitely not happening.
Yeah, that's
But
definitely.
with the Clippers, I still that doesn't even. What does that do for the Clippers? I don't like that. I don't like that. You ask me, he's stuck. I don't know. I just feel like this is a situation where He's fucking. I don't know. See if I can
The
get
other
you better.
team going for Ben Simmons is the Kings. The Kings is also an option.
But what are the Kings gonna have to give up?
Well, they're
Because
going to do
that.
three-chain trade. Three-team trade. It's going to be the 76ers, the Kings, and the Warriors. I think that was one of the scenarios of it.
But what I'm saying is this: when you look at Philly, okay, Ben Simmons let it be known he don't want to be there.
Yeah,
But again, he's still locked in for 4 years, $177 million. He was the
yeah.
#1 overall draft pick in 2016. Philly is going to have a high price for this trade. They're not just going to give him away. So I'm just kind of confused of what's out there available at an expensive price. You know what I'm saying? That's going to bring Ben Simmons in a winning ball club at that.
I don't know, but the one that I saw, the Warriors would end up with Ben Simmons and Marvin Bagley. The 76ers would get Tyrese Halliburton and somebody else. And what was the third team in that? Uh, I forgot who the Kings got out of that deal. Oh, one of them had Tobias Harris going to the Kings in the deal. But I'm like, I
with,
don't see that happen.
with Ben Simmons.
Yeah. Like I don't know how some of these deals could work.
Danny Green says Philly needs Ben Simmons for the defensive presence.
Um in a sense I can agree. I can agree. Because defensively he wasn't bad. It's just offensively. When you needed him to do some scoring, it's just like I don't know what happened to his offense. Like his confidence was not there.
Do you think this past playoff performance really is going to have that much of an impact on a team deciding to to pay the cost to get this guy?
Uh,
Because I don't want to sum Ben Simmons' career up just as of last playoffs. You understand what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I've seen him play much better, um, but I guess that's what people going to look at when it's time to pay the bill.
Um, I wouldn't sum him up just because of the playoffs. I mean, if he's not confident in his shot, he's not gonna shoot the ball. But he was doing everything else, so he could still be some value to a team. It's just what is the situation that's perfect, like the perfect situation for him. I
Right.
don't know. I don't know. I guess the Warriors makes the most sense, but it's just like figuring out the pieces to make that happen.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing else but the Warriors
But
as far as I go.
Draymond going to the 76ers with Joel and Embiid, yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that working. I don't see that working.
I just think that this is just the perfect time for. I just feel like the front office went rid of Draymond. What is he? Not that he don't bring nothing to the table, but now I don't first. I don't know. I just don't think that he's a an asset more than a liability at this point.
I mean, I guess the way that the respect he has from the two-star players and some of the younger players, I guess it's the respect factor. But you can trade him. Trade him. He can go to 76ers. I don't think the 76ers would keep him. They would flip him to another team to get some pieces. So if he went out that bad, if Ben Simmons wants out that bad and the Warriors are willing to do it, go ahead and make it happen.
What about Demarcus Cousins?
Oh, so the Bulls are a potential team talking about signing Demarcus Cousins.
Is he a free agent?
Yeah, he is. The Clippers didn't. I don't think the Clippers signed him again.
I'm not going to lie. That's a dangerous move right there. That's exactly what Chicago need, in my opinion. Because Demarcus is not done,
No, not at all.
and they need size.
Yep.
Like they picked up DeRozan and Lonzo Ball, to play with what's his name that was already there.
Levine and
Yeah, it was
Vucevic.
Zach Levine, right? But they really didn't have that much size. You know what I
Nope.
mean with their additions, and Demarcus have come to play. He's
Yeah,
not the Demarcus that we known from back in Sacramento, but he came to play with the Clippers a little bit in the playoffs.
yeah,
I like that move, but I didn't know he was a free agent.
yeah. I didn't know that until I got on Instagram and saw that potentially he can go there, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. Of course, he's
So
going to
that
go to a playoff bound team.
so that depletes the Clippers even more, if you ask me.
It does. It does. I saw the projected starting five for the Clippers, and I'm like, I don't know how far they're going to go because you got Eric Bledsoe, Terrence Mann, uh, the Morris dude. I don't know which Morris that is, and
Marcus,
Paul George, and I forgot who they center was. I think the the young dude was at center for now.
oh my
Ivan
goodness,
Zubac or whatever his name
yeah,
is.
yeah, from the
Uh,
Lakers.
yeah, I think
Well, they
that's
got they got what about Ibaka?
oh he's still recovering from injury still,
Wow.
but he's still signed there for like I think the next 2 years.
But if he's hurt, then this is no deal because
He should be
Kawhi's.
healthy. He should be healthy for this coming season. He been out basically the whole last season.
They saying Kawhi's done for half the year already.
Now Kawhi, I don't think we're gonna see Kawhi.
At
Kawhi,
all?
you might see him, but you're not gonna see him until probably after Christmas. After
At least.
Christmas, at least after Christmas. You're talking about his knee? Yeah, he's not. He ain't gonna rush back. It's Paul George's time to show what he can do. How far can you get the team without having somebody to work with? Go out
Right.
there, do your numbers, lead the team.